Hello and welcome back to Timberborn. In our last episode, we dug this channel underneath the road all the way up here to the iron district. I was given a couple names, and then I completely forgot to look them up before I started recording. But up to this district, and I think we'll finally give this district a name. And then we also need to get this district populated too. But both of those things I think are going to happen once this drought is over. So in the meantime, it was suggested that I drill some channels out this way from this main channel here, and that way I can have more green space. And I agree. This way it's a little bit harder, but I guess we could still go that way and then over this way or something to get more green space in here. And I definitely will when I need it. Right now, I don't. I mean, we're growing way more than enough food here alone, and I'm planning on adding some up here. And we have this district getting ready to come online that has a lot of green area. And so I don't think we really need to at this point. In the very near future, though, we could, depending on where else we have green space, especially as we might want to start moving up and away from the river, where it's a little harder to get water up here. There are ways, and we're probably going to use some of those ways at some point. But all this space out here is completely barren, and we can't get water there easily. So other than using the new pumps and things like that. So we're going to want to take care of that at some point. But for now, I think we're just going to live off the food we have, and then when we need more food, we'll get more food. Or trees, or whatever. We got all the trees almost planted. Here, these will take, of course, the usual 12 days to grow, and then we will have logs provided by this district for itself, and we shouldn't need to haul many, if any, over from here. Water is still stable, but we are still pumping out from here. I think we decided on about 130 water per day. This district is going to end up today with 3 days left and plenty of water. So let's go ahead and pause these so that we don't drain this river dry like we did the last drought, and so we can still keep all of our plants and things alive here. All of our farming alive. It was also suggested that I might want to put a dam in somewhere along this channel to hold the water up here, and that's actually a pretty good idea. I may do that at some point along the way here. That'll require breaking the path, so I'll have to put a bypass in and things like that, depending on where I want to put it. The best place to put it might be somewhere in this area, maybe even just underneath the district gate. That way, also I know where it is, and then we can have a bit of a retention out here. Another suggestion given was to dynamite out the river to be deeper. And while that seems like a good idea, because that means you're storing more water for the pumps to work, you're actually, I think, better off storing the water in the large water tanks than storing it in the river. In terms of like per tile, I think you're better off up to a certain depth, at least, storing the water in the tanks rather than in the river. Even put the tanks in the river if you want. No, actually you can't, because they become flooded, so you can't do that. But you put them on the river using platforms. So we could do that too. But blasting out the river isn't as good as an idea as it may seem initially. And the reason for that is water at a depth does not work as well for automatic irrigation as water at the same depth as the land. And you can kind of see that over here. This water is somewhere up just below the ground level here. I don't know exactly where it is. I don't think we'll be able to see exactly. Well, maybe we can. If we go into like a construction mode, no, we can't see it then either. Until they put these blasted out, we won't be able to see it. Wait, are they not getting explosives over here? They're there. Okay. Oh, we just have 20. That's why. Okay, they'll get their 3 explosives in a few minutes. Actually, when the power comes back on. So we either need to get some wind going, or we need to get some water flowing here really soon. Back to this. So you can see here pretty well that the water, let's go from top down here. The water in this channel here, leave it running because we need to get through this drought, gets all the way to here on the level of ground that is just above the height of the water. It goes all the way out to, I think it's like 15 or 16 tiles. But the water at a depth of one tile more, like you can see here, only gets like 10 tiles out. And I'm just estimating here. And you can see that elsewhere too in the game. A little bit tougher to see, but you can see it kind of in places like over here where there's several blocks of depth. There's barely any fertile land up on top of these crests. Whereas if these were at the same height as the river, they would be much wider fertility, or fertility, I guess, or whatever the word that I want to use here is. So that's a good reason not to channel out the middle of the river, because while yes, it would store more water in the river itself, it only is then useful for the pumps. It's not useful for the automatic irrigation, which is at least half of what we're using it for, to keep the plants alive. So there's the problem. So that's why I don't think I'm gonna do that. Now, what that doesn't mean is that I may decide to blast out a lake over here somewhere. I don't know exactly where yet. Maybe that's what we can use one of those side channels for, to blast out a lake over to here. We're also going to try to blast into this lake too as we get started in the new district. But to blast out a lake over here so that we have a body of water to store up for the pump and the baths that are here. Because remember, this is shared with this entire segment of the river right here, and this is going to be shared with this district here as well. So we kind of have to keep that in mind in terms of like the body of water. So I'm gonna do some of it, but I don't want. Oh, there, we just went dry here. Dang it! But at least we're keeping most of the plants alive here with this little lake here. So there is some kind of an absorption / evaporation rate on the water itself. It isn't just all drinking it, because we stopped drinking it 2 days ago or whatever it was, 3 days ago maybe. But at least this, by having that dam there, keeps some water in here. It's barely there though. You can see how low it is, and it's going to dry out in a moment. But hopefully it gets there as soon as possible. And I guess that would be where having a floodgate here could be useful, because I could pull some of the water out of here down into there. But maybe it's not that useful, because then we have the problem of running this dry, and then therefore running this dry in the future also. All right, so we're getting to the end of the drought here, and good, we're 8 minutes in. And I want to, I just wanted to kind of talk over those things, because sometimes an idea is seems like a good one, and then you realize, oh, there's some qualifiers to that idea, making that idea good or bad, or in between. So there's always caveats to everything, I guess is what I'm getting at. Let's see here. Are we flowing yet? Not yet. Almost. Come on, flow, river, flow. Let's go to full speed. Here we come. You can see here the water doesn't even touch this land up here, and then this here is like, I don't know, 3 or 4 tiles up, and it's only just a few tiles deep here. Same thing kind of over here. It barely gets into there, and then this is all covered because it's a tile lower. So that's why I'm wary of that. We could blast through here at some point, fill that in with water. That would be a good irrigated lake there for reasons. That doesn't swell the bank. I'm kind of surprised a little there. Here we come. And let's get to drinking. Let's turn these back on. I think we're short a couple workers in this district, so we're going to want to pull a couple people out of probably here. That leaves me with 1 unemployed, which is okay. Actually, I could put this at a lower priority, worker-wise, and then they will pull out of there automatically, I think. All right, so we're back. These all probably dried out. Some of them. Yeah, some of them dried out. Or they replanted these just now, maybe. Maybe. And then these over here dried out and died, these chestnut trees. Ooh, I didn't realize chestnut trees would dry out and die. Ooh. They must have a really short really short dry out period. I didn't realize how short that was. All right, so a couple beavers injured up here. They have 2 medical things that they can get into. We do have some medicine here, so they'll be healthy enough soon enough. We can blast this bit here, and I think I'm going to also cancel the shipping of the explosives again for now, because I want to save them up and be able to use them over here, ship them over here. Okay, so let's do no. Let's go here and blast, and here, and then we'll put in our water pump right there, and we'll put in a large water tank here too. Go there with it, I think. We'll put in a path right there. And then we'll do a couple of baths here too. Showers. There. And, wow, they did that quickly. No workers here, though. We need to open up another house, I think, for workers. We have 10. We can fit 12. Once we get some of these children grown up, I think it'll be better. You don't have any workers. You have 2 there. I'm missing the worker here. I don't have anybody assigned there. Where's all my workers at? I guess 1, 2, 3, 4 with metal. 5, 6. And then the injured person is probably 7. I don't know where you just pulled from, but you pulled from somewhere. There. Yeah, don't know where number 7 is. 1, 2. Can I just look? Not there. Here. Here we are. Water pump. Smelter. Oh, the forester. Right, the forester out here. Which, actually, I could pause for a little while. Because we can't even touch these trees. So then they can't plant anymore. Unless I want them to, but I'd rather them go get another job elsewhere for right now. Okay, so over here we have how many surplus people? 2 right now. We have 4 children ready to grow up. And we could put down more housing if we needed to. I can pull a couple out of here. And probably out of here. That'll give me 4 more people. And then as soon as the morning comes, we will get to work. We have very little water here in this district. Maybe we should put up 1 more pump. Just to kind of replenish faster. I guess it goes there. Five pumps should be able to support 120 beavers total. Now, of course, we're not going to need that much here once we have this one activated, but we can always keep the water route active. And if this one becomes dry, we can replace it with we can supplement it from here, which I think is a good idea. All right, so let's see here. We have gatherer. I want you to prioritize berries, and you are a lumberjack. All right, let's send the people over. We have 5 free people. Let's send 4. Oh wait, no. To District 3. There we go. Mm-hmm. Actually, we could send a couple of them. We could actually send a couple of them over to District 2 as well. Alright, so you all should start building things. Gathering berries. Good. And then we need to start some shipments over here. Actually, let's set our route limits first here. I want you to only import up to 50 logs. Planks, probably that as well. And water, we need to have some. And then food, they're getting berries right away, so let's not worry about the berries or food right away. Let's pause for a moment, add a new route to here. Let's do logs first, I guess. And then, I guess I can see over here, planks. And then water. And again, these will get supplanted pretty quickly by their own efforts down here. But for now, we need to be able to have that. Did I mark the trees here? I did. Smart. I should actually just go ahead and mark all of these too. Because we're going to want to cut through there anyway, because we're going to blast through there anyway. Good. You're taking care of your own there. We sent the 4 over, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's actually a good number right now. And then once we get this stuff going, once we get the shipments over here, where are we at with planks over here? 108 still. Okay. I think I set the minimum as 50, maybe? Yeah, I set the minimum at 50, so they'll ship some over. And we should be making a decent number of planks over here now. These are zooming well enough, I think. Yeah, pretty good. Total power in the network is almost 900. When the water's flowing, we're good on power, but I need to get some wind power here too to supplement. And I think we decided we were just going to do it over here. We didn't get any water delivered here just yet. Okay. What did I set the minimum water at? 100. Okay, that's why. We were under 100 for a while. Should be good now to start shipping, though. And these folks have their own water supply now. So hopefully, with the 15 in here, that'll supplement the water that's in here. And then once we have this going, we'll be completely good. Because as long as there's at least 50 in this tank, they won't even ship any over here. But we need to get those gears over here first. And we were sorely lacking on gears. I thought... Maybe not. Maybe not. Put one worker back in here. The more workers we have doing distribution right now, the better off we are. And let's actually give the hauler some priority on this building too. That way they supply them up with these things automatically. And I don't have anybody idle here yet. I have one unfilled job. Why do we... I sent 2 people over here. Oh, because of these. Right. And I do want them shipping metal out when they can. Here's some runners coming over here now. It's good. Planks and water. The important stuff. And we now have 21 logs, so we're getting closer to where we don't need to ship any anymore. But it's just going to be a bit of a stock up before they actually are there. We can also turn on explosives shipping over here, but to be honest, I'm not going to bother yet. I'd rather just let them stockpile and not bother with shipping them. We have 37 now, so we'll be able to ship a bunch when the time comes. But if I tie these guys up with more than they need to be tied up with, then they'll never get done. Hopefully we can get some gears. Bring in the gears. I wish there's a way to get them to move a little bit faster when they're carrying something. I know they get a bonus. The haulers get a bonus for carrying capacity, but they still slow down when they're carrying. And so do the distributors too, so that's okay. How do we get them to cut these? Oh, we aren't cutting these. We need to cut these. We need to cut these. Can I do any sort of prioritization on those few spots there? No. All right, well, they'll cut them eventually then, I guess, whenever we need the logs here. Which, yeah, I think we can have them demolish these as well, if they can reach them yet. If they can't, then, well, we'll do something different. You must have filled up on berries, so you started collecting chestnuts and dandelions. Yeah. All right, then let's start making a path through here. Demolish resources. Come through here all the way to the river. That'll be the builder's job. Eventually, they'll hit a point where they can't go any further, and then we'll have to put the road in behind them, kind of thing. But we can also keep up with them if we have time. Oh, they cleared those fast. Nice. And then down here along the river, we'll figure out what we're going to do. But I do want to clear out probably some more of these dandelions that are here. Good, they're going to blow that up too. Probably some more of these dandelions that are here. And then, there we go. So now we have a bit more green over here too. It's handy. There we are. Along the river, the trees will just clear, but the dandelions don't actually clear. They just become this, and then they regrow the pickable part. But by clearing the dandelions here along the river, I can actually build some stuff along the river, like pumps. We also should probably start shipping gears over here too. You add new route to here for gear. And let's set that limit at 10 also, like the other district, I think. Although they still haven't gotten their other 10. Did I take the gears off? Oops, I did. Oops. And we're out of root space. Dang it. You're flooding, that's fine. I think we can cancel the water for District 2. I think. Let's try that. And add a new route to District 2 for gears. There we go. If you need more routes, you have to build another distribution post. Simple as that. Let's add that extra worker in here, and we'll level them off. Up here we have 9 workers, 9 jobs active, and that's full. I think we could potentially start bringing in some more people here. Let's unpause the small house again, just because I don't want to grow too fast. Because we're still supporting 3 children here, but they'll grow up eventually. But we can also start planting some fields here. No, plant dandelions maybe if I decide to put a healer out here. But for now, no. Crops is what I wanted, though, which is carrots. Let's do not too many. Four by 8, maybe. Carrots. And then I want to do some potatoes. Also 4 by 8. Can I send over any adults? Red Rover, Red Rover. Nope. We had one child born here. 1 children born here. Hello, children. Let's see. Let's put 1 here. For now. Start with 1. There you go. Because we only have a few beavers here, so 1 is enough for a little while. And we have the supplement from here. As soon as we get gears going, they might have already gone. They did. We can put up a large water tank. Let's go here like this. And then, oops, put this in like that. And when they get the 10 gears they need, the 20 gears they need, rather, they'll build it just like these folks did. They've got their 10 gears again, so we could turn the gears back off if we needed water, but I don't think we need water here anymore. This will support the aforementioned 24 beavers. We only have 12 in this district, with soon to be 15. So I think we're okay. I think we're okay. If we need it, we can supplement it, but I don't think we'll need it. And these folks are filling up their tanks pretty well. This one is not. I have these ones prioritized by haulers out here, these two. So they're going to fill up faster because the haulers are actually coming to get the water from down here and carrying it up there. That way the pump workers don't have to carry the water very far. And that gives them higher productivity, which means we have better performance out of them. Let's see, what else do we need here? What else do we have going in here? Berries we're not going to need. Explosives we'll need eventually. Gears. Potatoes, we should probably think about farming here. Or bringing in some more food. Yeah, we could bring in more food down here. We need to get a bath going down here. I'm going to be obnoxious and put it right next to the water pump. I think. No, actually that's not. I'm going to put it here. Because then I can put a path straight across here. And I can put more water pumps in right here. As needed. Or anything else that's actually 2 tiles plus the water tile. And then I can continue this road that way somewhere. You logger are done logging. We're going to eventually want to have a forestry set up here. But I want them to kind of eat through some of these trees first, I think. And then we'll also have to do farming, just like we're doing here. I need to unpause this. Although we need more workers here anyway. Dang it. You have 1 unemployed. Alright, good. Then you can send to District 2 that 1 person. And then they will take a job. You only need 1 here. That's good. They can plant potatoes first, I think, probably. We can always add another farm later if we decide we want to do the same thing we did in Wallywood down there. Alright, we'll see if we continue to get as many injuries with the wet fur going on here now. The smelters and the explosives factory both do cause injuries, but I think we'll be okay. What we should do here, though, is some more of the single tile things somewhere. Doing the tooth grinder and a medical bed. We should probably at some point span the river with some more water wheels, too, so that we can get some power going down here. I think I'm going to mark these trees for not cutting over here. That way they try to focus on these chestnuts over here. Although maybe I don't even want to cut all those. Really? What if we just cut through where the road needs to go, and then cut through like here where the channel needs to go. So they did that backwards. Through here where the channel needs to go. How was that one? 97. This one? 99. Okay. And then once they've cut through those, then we can do the thing. We could probably start bringing explosives in here then. Up here, we don't need... Oh. Oh boy. We need more people up here now. Let's turn that one on. Turn this one off. Let's try and bring some more people in. How about down here? Too many children. Too many children. Yeah, and they can't even get over here to get these because they are they're entranced by these, unless you can focus on a specific type of tree, which you can't. So, yeah, then we're just going to have to live with it, I guess. I mean, I could turn these off if I wanted to force them to go over there, but then I would forget. I'm super nervous about this one for the same reason. So... Alright, we have our medical bed and our grindstone when we need them. We should probably also do a campfire down here to have at least a little bit of entertainment. We can do the rooftop thingy later. We'll put this in here. Or maybe not. Maybe there. That way I could put a road through here and use this space here for something if I need to. Let's see. Yeah, they need a wider variety of food. Let's stop shipping logs, maybe. We need a worker down here still. You have 6. We need to build another house. Another house here. There, and then platforms. And then path. There you go. Another house incoming. Yeah, we're super short on workers. Oh, we have 4 free workers here. Let's send 2 of them here and 2 of them to the other place, I think. I know it's nighttime, but it's fine. Oh, and that's going to crowd this one out. They're not going to have housing. Actually, that'll be fine as long as they get this done quickly. Which I think they will, because they should have planks here, right? Yeah. So they'll get it done quickly enough. This will be done in moments, and then this will be done not long after. We can definitely stop shipping logs here. So let's turn that one off. And I think we can also stop shipping logs to the other district as well. So let's turn that off too. You folks can turn this on. And then this one, if we have the workers. Looks like we do. We have one open spot, which should be here. It is. Great. And they can just keep this going. We can probably plant some more now. Plant trees, pines. Like that. And that'll give that forester something to do here, in addition to that over there. And we need to take this out and just put in a grill here. Food, grill, there, and potatoes. We also have a ridiculous amount of science, and we're only running 2 of our science makers, so I think we can actually spend some of that on some decorations now. The benches don't give anything. The shrubs do, so let's take a shrub, and let's just start putting some shrubs in, like spots like this, where there's just a space where we can't really put anything in a 1x1 tile anyway, or even maybe even in here, we can't really. Down there would be good, but also we need to put some up here by all the housing and things, because they will need it. Let's see. I want to put it in there. Do I have... I don't know if putting it on the roof makes a difference, but it looks like it does. So let's put some on the roofs, just to make the 4 corners of the roofs here like that. And let them build those. Let's build some over here too. Maybe right in... Ooh, right in there. That's a good spot. Maybe it is. Actually, don't have much range, so maybe it's not. We'll put another one over there. Trying to get places where, like here, where we can't really use the tile anyway. Although we will want to have, more later. Oop, another drought coming in 3 days. Let's do maybe here. Maybe there. Someplace where a lot of them are going to run past is kind of the idea. Even maybe right here next to the housing, although maybe that's not a great idea. But we can put them on the roof of the house, like that. Again, let's also do that over here. I didn't do it over here. Like that. And they'll get those built. They don't cost much. 12 logs apiece, so that'll eat through some of our logs and give us a reason to have more. And they might even come over here and chop down these chestnut tree stumps. Or dried out, what should we call it? Alright, you were injured, but you're already healed and back to work again. Great. We have 5 unemployed people someplace. Are they here? 3 of them are here. 2 of them were here. We sent the 2 people over here and didn't give them jobs. That we can remedy. Let's do some farming. At a farmhouse. Go there. Make that 1 worker, please. And then we'll also do a forester here someplace. I don't know where yet. And then we'll just do some regular old carrots here to start with. And I may trim some more of those dandelions later. How are we doing here? Might need another path here and here. Is that going to be too far for you? Yeah, it's too far. Okay, so we need to pause this lumberjack and instead put one down here. And then they should run down here and get it built. There they are. We actually don't have any surplus logs here because, yeah, that. Let's go ahead and remark some of these. You can cut these trees again. The reason I'm doing that is because they're always going to come to the place closest to them. And if these trees are way over here and these trees are right here, then they're always going to do this one. Which is nice. But then they'll walk the further distance to go get the other trees when they need to. Okay, that should have taken care of, yeah, shrubbery. What else can we make that's going to give them a little bit of happiness here? Aesthetics roof, so we should put up some roofs too. On some of these houses, perhaps. I'm a little less enthralled with that idea because then they don't have. Let's see here. Then I have to take them down again to build more, but I guess we can put a couple of roofs up. I should have done it this way. Delete that, please. Here, at least in the habitation area. Beaver statue, aesthetics for scarecrow. Let's put one of those up. I'd like to put it here where the farms are. But I'd also like to be where they can see it when they walk past. We could put it up here on top of this house. That could work. Also trying to be cognizant of how much stuff I have here. The beaver statue. We could put that out here. Like that. That'll boost their value, their levels a little bit. It won't be great. We have a lot of wet fur issues here. Maybe we need more showers. We could use more grilled potatoes too, really? Why have they still not? Oh, because they don't have enough logs. Right. I did turn off the shipment of logs. One day until the drought. These tanks are all full. This town has 1,200 water. This town doesn't have that much water. It's only got 140. This town has 183. We might need to have a second pump here in this town. which won't be that hard to accomplish. We'll just blast out a couple more tiles, put the pump in, maybe over here then, and then we'll be fine. I mean, we have 18. We have 2 unemployed. Where can we employ them at? We can employ them here. We can employ them here. But maybe it's time to expand our industry a little. Could be. We also don't need to send grilled potatoes up here anymore. So let's stop that. We can cancel that from here too. Handy. I didn't notice that earlier. Planks, berries, gears. Yeah, that's fine. Leave those on. Berries we could probably do away with too, though. But I'll leave them there for now. It doesn't do that much damage. Planks, water. I don't think we need the water here anymore. So I think we can start shipping medicine now here. Let's limit that to 20. What's it called? Medicine? Yeah. And then also explosives here to... Did we do 10 or 20 before? Let's just do 10. How much should we have limit over here for explosives? 10. Medicine 20. Okay. And then we can add in those routes from here to here for explosives and medicine. So that's 8 total routes, 4 coming here and 4 coming here. It's a good number. And then of course we have metal coming out of here into here, into the main district. And we have only 20 metal here. How much was I importing to here? I think a lot. Yeah, 100. How much do we have? We have 100 here now. Okay, well then. We could set up metal shipment down here if we had something we wanted to build out of metal. Nothing yet that I know of. Oh, 2 injuries. Both in this district. Probably the explosives worker. Couldn't tell you who the other one would be. Likely to be, at least. Alright, and here comes the drought. So let's go ahead and start pausing. These. Oops, I missed one. There. And we'll leave these alone for a while. This district is only supporting now 56. And at 1230 water, that's a really good number, actually. This district's going to continue to need to extract more water because they only have 209. Well, they have 209 for 12 people. 10 days means 240. So we're close. Close. And this one here has 156 for 18 people. That's the problem right there. That's the problem, child. So we may need to supplement some water back up to here again toward the end of the drought. At 8 days, though, we might be okay. I was estimating for 10, so I like to overestimate, which is not a bad deal. But so we have a lot of extra workers here now. We should probably have them do some other kinds of work, like maybe build some wind power down here. That would be smart. Let's go with power. Should we go with the big ones? We don't have enough points anymore. They give twice as much power, but they also require paper and gears, whereas this is just wood and plank. Let's just do these. I can't be that close, but we could go here, and then we could go here. And then we could stagger it again, even though I'm not that thrilled about doing it that way. And then like this. What I should really do is try to get them up here eventually, out of this green area. But for now, 4 more of those should be good. Let's take this drive shaft out of here. I need a platform here, like this. And then I can do a, back over here to the power, this one. Let's do this there. And then we'll do another one back here. This can go here. there. Maybe the priority tool and hit these. Oops. Didn't want to hit this though. Hit those first. Actually, yeah, go ahead and hit those. Yeah. These two at the highest level. And then these two at the next level. And then I'll take these down to that level. And then I can put in the rest of these. I mean, technically I'm wasting 2 logs here by staggering these, but I also fit them in tighter to the wall, so that's somewhat of a good thing. As soon as we get them done. Yeah, that'll work, I think. So again, this water here is what's being supplied to this district, so as long as this district stays good, we should be good. How are we doing happiness-wise here? They could use some more of the food varieties. We could also do a rooftop terrace, really, for both. They do have the shrub. We didn't put a roof, beaver statue, or scarecrow in here yet. We could probably do some of the statues here. Let's see. We have a decent amount of logs. That's not where they are. Scarecrow. Takes paper. We could do beaver statue, though. Maybe right here in the center of town. That's a good place for it. And then you could go... I guess maybe right here. Everybody's got to kind of walk past there at some point. Planks and logs is all that takes. As long as the water stays in this space, we're good. And I think, though, we need to pause this now. They have plenty of water for 7 days. You folks, though... 7 times 18 times 2 is a lot, but 200 and, I don't know, 60, 270, somewhere in there, maybe. Less than 280, because that would be 7 times 2 times 20, so about 260. Yeah, it doesn't matter. So we're a little low on the water up here, so that would be good to keep this one going for a little while longer yet. Oh my god. Right, we have 4 people there, free. 3 people here, free. We are farming now. I need to put that forester up someplace. Maybe out here would be okay. Although maybe I should put the forester up here. Yeah, let's take out a couple of these bushes. Right here. And then we'll put the forester in right there where it's still kind of the, burned out land. And then let's turn this one off. And turn this one back on. And then I'm just going to do cut trees. Again, the whole land, and let them cut what they want to cut. We'll put that forester in, and then I can start placing some... placing some forests someplace. I don't know where I want to put them yet, but I can place them. And we can also do some explosives down here. Like that. How is that with respect to this? Great. Okay. As long as it's still in the blue, we're still good. And it all is. So they'll be able to build the explosives there. It was like 13 or so, I think. We have 10 here now. They'll bring the rest of them over in the morning once they start getting used. And yeah, I think we should plan for another pump in this district here. And over here is the easier place to put it because I already have the water cut this way. So let's see here. Pump would go right there. Which means that I need to come over by 1, back by 1, and then over by 2. So let's do some explosives. Over by 1, back by 1, over by 2. And we'll let them get those placed. 2, it shouldn't take very long either. There they go already. All right, how about you? Have you placed these? Let's actually add a couple more workers into here since we have 3 free. And that way they'll build this a little bit faster. And as well with this one, I think. Now there's only 4 here, so it's fine. Boom. And that, I mean, that expands the green space a little bit this way, of course. And then we'll put that in. And we're going to have to pause these pretty soon. 214. How much are we going to need? We're at 6 days. 6 days times 2 is 12 times 18. Actually, I think we're good. Let's pause this. And pause this. And let's see if we see how close we are to being good. But I think we're good. And I'm just going to plant one more tree right there. Or I could put in the scarecrow statue if it's... Yeah, if the range is good enough, but we don't have any paper out here. We should just ship some paper to both districts. Just a small amount, like 10 paper. There. And here. Why are you still not... Oh, logs, that's why. Alright. This has no logs. Delete that, please. Paper. That's what we're doing with paper. 10 there. And then we come over here to the main district. We set our limit of a minimum of... We have 209 paper. Let's just set our minimum at 50. And then add a new route to here. Or paper. And add a new route to here. Or the papers. Alright. Those pump workers I should have put in there at the beginning of the drought, just so that they could do something else. Up here we have 4 people free, 2 of them at the pumps, 2 of them for something else that I haven't decided on yet. We could plant some sunflower seeds here too, actually. We should have. Plant crops, sunflower. Let's do another 4x8 of that. And that'll at least give us, you know, some more food varieties here. We can do the same here. Let's actually do the sunflower seeds first here. That's 7. That's 8. Not totally because of the dandelions, but that's fine. Actually, let's just go ahead and destroy some of those dandelions. Specifically these ones. And then I think I want to also destroy these berries here. On this side. Oh, and we have all the explosives. Let's not do that yet. Let's wait till the end of the drought. Because it's all going to rush in there, and then it's going to dry this out. So I don't want to do that. But I think what we're going to do is end this episode here. We're way over time. And we'll come back in the next one and put in, or blast this in once the drought ends. And we'll be in a much better place if we had wind. Stupid wind. We need to research those batteries, the gravity batteries. We'll do that also next time. So thank you all for joining me, and I will see you then. Bye for now.